forest, admiring the swaying trees and the flowing river, when suddenly a bear leapt from the bushes and started running right for him. The atheist screamed in fear and ran for his life, but he soon felt tired and tripped. As the bear's shadow fell across his face, and his paws gripped his chest, the atheist cried out in fear, "Oh, help me, God!" The trees stopped swaying. The river stopped flowing. The sky opened up, and a voice said, "I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and I am here for all my creation. I give you one request." The atheist stopped for a moment, then said, "Well, I don't want to be a religious person, so why not make the bear religious?" God said, "Let it be so." The trees started swaying again, and the river started flowing again. The bear clapped his paws together, then said, "Hamotzi lechem min haaretz ha'amen." I have one more, then I'm going to go on. A priest, a minister, and a rabbi want to see who's best at his job. So they each go into the woods and attempt to convert a bear. They later meet up. The priest begins. "I found a bear, and I read him the catechism and sprinkled him with holy water. Next week is his first communion." "I found a bear by the stream," the minister says. "I read him the holy gospel. He was so mesmerized he let me baptize him." They both look down at the rabbi, who's in a body cast sitting in a wheelchair. Looking back, he says, "I probably should have started the circumcision." Hello, my name is Kai Watson, and I would like to thank everyone for being here today. I would also like to thank Miss Elisa, who taught me Hebrew, coached me through my portion, and pushed me to be better. Miss Barbara, for taking the time to call me and help me with pronunciation. My dad, for fine-tuning my writing. My mom, for organizing me and encouraging me throughout. And my brother, for helping nitpick my memorization. So my drush will be a little bit different. I'm going to tell you a story about an animal, but I'm not going to tell you which animal it is. After the story, I'll give facts on the animal, then give you a minute or so to guess the animal. Then I'll tie it into my drush. The small yet quick Blank scurried across the forest to alert the rest of her party of the coming danger, a forest fire. The move took days and they lost many in the chaos. Fortunately, they managed to save the guide and the brood, the most precious of the cargo. Soon they found themselves in a new and unknown environment. The odds were stacked up against them. But these brave creatures aren't so easily intimidated. Using teamwork to their advantage, they rebuilt their civilization. Sure, not everything came easy, but because of teamwork, they thrived. So here are some facts on these animals. 1, they can be found almost anywhere in the world. 2, one species is exclusively female. 3, some of the strongest of these have been recorded to be able to hold 100 times their body weight standing upside down on glass. 4, the child bearers.
So I'm just going to read it. Hi. You've been set apart from the beginning. You love and accept others no matter what. You forgive others so easily. You never stay angry. I remember one time at Mother's Day Out when some kid said they hated you, and you said, "Well, that's okay, but I love you." And if I snap at you, and then I later tell you that I'm sorry, you were quick to say, "It's okay, Mom. I forgive you, and I know you didn't mean it." When your brother or sister make you angry, I just need to wait a few minutes, and you were happy again. You don't even know how to keep a grudge, and that's a great thing. You have always been very black and white. You have always, for the most part, been a rule follower. I remember one time at Mother's Day Out, you got a yellow light, and you didn't get a prize, and that's all it took. You never got a yellow light. And you always asked for 2 prizes, one for you and one for Irie. And this Torah walk has been really easy for you, because if it's written and Yah says so, that's all you need. And you were always making sure that we're all obedient. In the car, I can remember telling your dad, "Oh, Terry, the speed limit's 75, so I'm going to go 80. And Kai in the back seat says, "Mom, it's 75. And I'm trying to say, "But Kai, you can go 5 miles over. They never give you a ticket." "But Mom, it's 75. And don't you want to follow the rules?" So yes, Kai, I do want to follow the rules. I thank you for holding us accountable. And you've loved Yah as long as I can remember. I remember one time we had a party, and Kai comes down the stairs, and he holds onto the rail and screams. Back then we called him Jesus, and he screamed, "Jesus is coming!" And then just runs back upstairs to play. And I really admire your seriousness about doing the right thing. And I love watching your deep Bible studies with your dad. It would blow you away if you guys saw the knowledge that this boy has. And I just want to let you know that you're an inspiration, and I'm very proud of you, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. I love you.
All right, Kai, the one with no middle name, little mini me. My wife and I, as well as most of our extended family, have spent countless hours trying to figure out a middle name for this young soul. Names are important. So your name is Kai, so I thought I'd find out a little more about Kai. Kai has various origins and meanings in different cultures. In Basque and Estonian, it's a common word for pier or pier of a harbor. So a pier is not just a place that you come to, but a place that you're anchored. And so, even as a little boy, he's never content with just telling you something. He's got to know that you got it, that you understand it, that you heard it, right? So, all the time, he says, "Right, Dad? Right, Dad?" And he'll say it as many times as he needs to until he gets a positive response from it. In other words, he's wondering, "Are you anchored in this truth, Dad?" And so the obligatory nod doesn't count for him at all. So in Japanese and Hawaiian, Kai means ocean. So he's not just a pier to be anchored, but he's also the water. And Genesis 1 tells us that the water came first, and science tells us that over 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by water. So this is a powerful force of nature. In Japanese, Kai also means shell, restoration, and recovery. And this reminds me of the heart of the Most High Elohim, that he wants to protect us, build us up, and heal us, his people. Kai has always fought for, protected with love, what he knows is true, at the risk of offending someone. So why? Because in Japanese, as a surname, Kai also means worth. So he is one who understands his worth in Yeshua and the precious worth of all that Yeshua created. In Frisian, Kai is short for Kambe, which means warrior. In Sierra Leone, Kai is a chief title that means King of Kings. And it's fitting that we're all made in the image and likeness of our Creator, Master Yeshua, the King of Kings. So some fun meanings real quick. In Maori, Kai means food or meal. Kai loves to eat, never misses a meal. And now as a teen, he's hungry all the time. In Tamil, Kai means vegetables or cooked vegetables, and this is literally 99% of what he consumes his entire life. In Thai, Kai means chicken, and it's used as a nickname. And the only connection I have here is that Kai is afraid of the dark. All right. From the Latin name Caius, we get the meaning happy. And Kai actually has a joy that is indescribable and seemingly never fading. As you may have seen him around from time to time, clapping, snapping, dancing around the shul, even when there's no music.